And good afternoon again, we're back. I thought we'd wrapped up the hobby stuff on Sunday. What happened was I came back on the Monday, there was nothing. I came back in the early afternoon and that was it, end of. I didn't see anything happening, I didn't hear anything. And then I thought, okay, well, I've still got the Sparrowhawks, they'll give me something. That's probably the most action I'm gonna get anywhere else. So I came back for them on Tuesday and I was keeping an ear out in case there were some hobbies. And sure enough, it was pretty much instant. I got here and I heard the calling. And as far as I can tell, there are 2 adults and 1 juvenile. It is now Thursday the 15th and I've been observing their behavior. And what I think is happening is the juvenile that's still around is the one that was always the kind of the last to leave the nest, the slowest to grab the food. And it's been sort of landing on trees, had it back up to the left. I've never seen it back in the nest. The nest has been empty. The parents have landed and been calling. They've been flying around calling for it. What's the calling? I don't know. Is it saying, come on, we've got to get going, you've got to leave this place? Or, I don't know, just some sort of a triangulation thing, watch out, there are sparrowhawks, there are other things in the area, there are threats. I have no idea. I'm trying to sort of bring it all together to some conclusion, watching behavior. I caught one of the juveniles today in flight. I think it's the first time I've actually got a photo of a juvenile in flight with his sort of wings tucked in. But definitely 2 adults. I'm sure there's no more than 1 juvenile. It'd be interesting to know where the other 2 juveniles went to. Did they go north? Did they go south? Are they fattening up for their trip to Africa? Or are they just having a little explore? I think what happened when I came on Monday, it was early afternoon. And I think when I came on the Tuesday, it was later afternoon. So maybe the activity is better later in the afternoon. I remember one of the afternoons when I came, there was a lot of sparrowhawk activity. A couple of the magpies, probably up to 4 magpies were harassing the sparrowhawks. I never actually saw any magpies touch any of the hobbies of the sparrowhawks. They were just kind of, I don't know, do they have a little game of chase? I never saw any scuffles, just kind of like, you know, flying after them. And I don't know what that is all about. Last couple of days, I didn't get many of the sparrowhawk, but today got a decent couple flying around. I missed one landing on a tree. It landed on I've switched the video. I'm always deciding whether I should be filming or taking photos. And I thought maybe it's staying in the tree. I'm hidden through a gap in the tree so I can video and it probably won't move, but it was only stationary for 5 seconds, it was gone. And then about sort of 2 minutes after that, I just saw something out of the corner of my eye whiz over my head and it was carrying something in its talons. It went straight into the tree opposite where the hobbies were. And I just heard some sort of commotion, which is, you know, the juveniles, ding, ding, dinner bells ringing. And then I finally had some sparrowhawk versus hobby action. I saw a couple of scuffles sort of spinning in the air. And I thought, is that the 2 hobbies or is it and I thought one of them does look bigger, thicker body, which was a sparrowhawk. So I managed to sort of, with my lens, zoom back a bit. I didn't risk zooming right in and missing it. So I fired off and I got a sort of build up of the sparrowhawk coming up behind the hobby and then, you know, hitting the brakes and going off. And there's a picture of it right literally like the hobby shadow right behind. I mean, a little grainy because I was at like 4000 ISO, but you know, it's pretty decent to see the 2 of the birds in the same frame like that. I mean, the hobby didn't look too bothered. I mean, at one point the hobby was kind of just like staring off. It wasn't sort of, you know, looking back if you see some of the bigger birds do to see what's this thing attacking me, where is it? So I think a lot of just kind of friendly stuff, or, you know, watch where you're going, you know, don't, you know, come over too far into my patch. Yeah, the other day when I was on the outside of the park, was standing on one side of the road, and I saw some sparrowhawks in the distance, and I started walking over, and a bird landed on this metal fence right in front of me from the ground, and I could see blood in its beak, and it was a sparrowhawk. I got my camera up, and it was only stationary for about 1 second. That was a bird just flew right through the trees. So it all throws me off. Sorry, get my, where were we? Yeah. So this sparrowhawk took off. I managed to fire off a couple of shots, rolling shutter distorted the pictures a little bit, but I'll put it up for you to see. So I would have liked it on the fence. You know, most people get photos of sparrowhawks in the distance flying. To get them on a fence or something, I've had one in my garden one year, and it was in the tree, I think back in 2020, maybe 2021. So it would have been nice to have it on the fence, nice and sharp. It was like I would have been able to fill the frame with it, but not to be. I just got to keep coming back here. If those sparrowhawks are juveniles, they're going to be around for a long time, providing me with lots of photos. So I've got some adult hobby action sitting on a tree over there, calling. And a couple of times the juvenile. And provided me some beautiful pictures. I got this one where it's in a V of these branches, and it's just a lovely frame. It's one of something you could print. I know it's good because when I'm sitting there editing, I hear my wife sitting next to me going, "That's nice," and I have to, "What's nice?" "Oh, this picture," because she could be on her phone or looking at the telly or something, and when she says something's nice, you know, it's like, "Oh, okay." So basically, yeah, I'm just going to keep coming back. That's a little update. I won't post it just yet. I'll look at it and come back for a couple more days. If this video goes to 10 or 15 minutes, I will post it, and it'll be like an update thing. It'll give me a chance to sort of, you know, bulk up my numbers, you know, because every time I upload a video, I get a little spike in viewers and subscribers, and we're getting this close to getting 1,000. We're up to, as of today, 877. I've well cleared the 4,000 watch hours. So I want my 1,000 subscribers, and then it's going to, you know, sort of propel me to do even more stuff. You know, my numbers are doing really well. Every time I look back at all my previous videos, they're up another 100, 200 per video. I'm approaching 200 uploads. I love this. I love this job. You know, it's a job. I'm already calling it a job. I want it to be a job that I get paid, even if I get like $100 a week, which pays for some food and some fuel to take me to my bird watching. You know, when it gets to the point where it sort of pays for the airfare to go down to Faro and stay in a hotel overnight, brilliant. I'll be able to provide you more information. If you like my videos, you're going to get all my great videos, you know. Keep it coming. Give me subscribers, you know, tell your friends, share those links, you know. I've had a couple of people say to me, what if you get bored with this, you know, you're doing this, it's going to sort of overlap with your hobby, take over from your hobby, it's going to, you know, be a busman's holiday. But it's like, well, I'm kind of doing it for free anyway. So at least this way, it's given me something to focus on. I wanted to film, I wanted to capture bird behavior. So I might as well monetize it. And once I start earning some money, it will give me a bit of a motivation to get out there. And would it be great if I give up cabbing? I'd miss cabbing, but it would mean I could concentrate on providing loads of great content. Because what's happening at the moment is I'm having to go out and film footage, take photos, edit, shop, gym, spend time with family, my wife, go to work. Now it'd be great if I could use the day to take pictures and take footage, come home, edit it and upload it once a day and provide you with great content to watch every day. And I would get better at providing footage, I would get better equipment, I would get better at editing, providing tips and tricks, maps, places to eat, equipment, travel tips, all sorts of great stuff. I mean, I want to be a great influencer. I'm not going to go bragging and say I want to be the best in the world and the greatest. I just want to provide great content. I'd like to be paid to create it. The dream, you know, be paid to be a bird watcher. So just to round off, the grey weather is coming. Flight shots are out of the question. So I've been filming, and that allows you to use a slower shutter speed and let more light in, and it won't be so grainy compared to photos. And I've been trying to film them as best I could. It's all going to be in 2, 3, 4 second clips, quite a lot of footage. So I'm just going to put it all together for you now at the end of this video. I'm not going to talk over it or try and put it in between my talking. So enjoy the footage of the hobby.